Starting 5, January 4th, Wemby and Jokic's epic duel, OKC's historic streak and LeBron's milestone night. In a historic clash of hot streaks, the West-leading Thunder edge out the Knicks in a heavyweight bout. 5 stories in today's edition basketball. January 4th, 2024. Hot at the top, OKC's historic streak continues. Cleveland hits 30 dubs with 9 straight. From 20 to 40, Wemby's 100th game is one to remember, while LeBron passes MJ. 50, please. CJ McCollum orders a 50 burger and more from Friday's 9-game slate. NYC chemistry, KAT and Brunson are clicking ahead of tonight's NBA TV doubleheader. NBA All-Star voting, what you need to know from the first fan returns. But first, alarm clock. 6+ hours of hoops on the way. 9 more games tip off on Saturday, led by an NBA TV doubleheader, beginning with the Bulls hosting the Knicks on Derrick Rose Night, ADT. Then, the Hawks face the Clippers in the potential return of Kawhi Leonard, 10:30 Eastern Time. Get ready for Derrick Rose Night with some D-Rose trivia on NBA Play. Elite high school talent is shining at the Hoop Hall West Tournament in Phoenix, with standout performances from big names like Tyron Stokes and Koa Pete. Tonight, top prospect and BYU commit AJ Dybantsa leads Utah Prep against Faith Family, TX, at 8 ET on the NBA app. 1. Hot streaks atop the standings, OKC and Cleveland join elite company. In a historic clash of hot streaks, the West-leading Thunder were cold, staring at a 14-point deficit late in the second quarter. Then, Lightning struck for their 14th straight win. Thunder 117, Knicks 107. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander shined with 33 points and 7 assists, and Aaron Wiggins went off in the fourth quarter, where OKC outscored New York 37-19 to edge out the Knicks in a heavyweight bout with playoff-like intensity. Recap. The victory draws the Thunder even with the 1995-96 Supersonics for the longest win streak in franchise history while snapping New York's at 9 games. Rare duel. It was just the 4th game in NBA history featuring 2 teams with win streaks of 9+ games and the first since 2000. Fourth quarter flurry. Wiggins dropped 15 of his 19 points in the fourth on 5 of 5 shooting with 4 threes, the last of which put OKC up 7 with 2:22 left to cap a 16-4 run. Shai shuts the door. After a Josh Hart putback pulled the Knicks back within 5, SGA responded with a clutch floater before knocking down 2 game-sealing free throws. Hart and J-Dub, Isaiah Hartenstein came up big against his former team with 14 boards and 7 assists, while Jalen Williams added 20 points. OKC is 18-1 with Hartenstein in the lineup. We're a roster full of 15 men, said SGA post-game. 15 professionals, 15 highly skilled basketball players, and that's what we saw here tonight. Guys are ready for the moment. Knicks stars shine. Karl Anthony Towns recorded a massive double-double, 17 points, 22 reb, while Mikal Bridges, 24, and Jalen Brunson, 22, led New York in scoring. The second longest win streak in the league belongs to the NBA best Cavs. Cavaliers 134, Mavericks 122, Evan Mobley led 7 Cavs in double figures with 34 points along with 10 boards, as Cleveland outpaced Dallas, who was without Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving, for its 9th straight win and 30th of the season. Recap. Historic start. The Cavs are just the 4th team since 2000 to 2001 to open a season at 30-4 or better, joining 2015-16 Warriors, 32-2, lost in NBA Finals. 2007-2008 Celtics, 30-4, won NBA Finals. 2004-2005 Suns, 30-4, lost in Western Conference Finals. 2. From 20 to 40, Wemby's historic 100, LeBron's milestone night. In his 100th career game, hours before his 21st birthday, Victor Wembanyama delivered a performance befitting his meteoric rise to superstardom. Spurs 113, Nuggets 110, in an epic duel between 2 of the game's elite bigs, Wembanyama dropped 35 points on 4 threes along with 18 rebounds, while Nikola Jokić countered with 41 points, 18 boards and 9 dimes. But Wemby delivered the decisive blow, stealing Jokic's pass with 4 seconds left to seal a thrilling Spurs win. Recap: must-see finish. Unprecedented 100, the dazzling performance punctuated a historic milestone for Wembanyama, unmatched by any player before him. Through his first 100 games, the 7'3" phenom has racked up 2,273 points, 1,053 rebounds, 386 assists, 366 blocks and 225 threes. No player in NBA history has reached those totals across their first 100 games. Legendary company, the only player to match his PTS/Reb/BLK totals in his first 100? Spurs Hall of Famer David Robinson. Eye-popping comps, stack Wemby's stats against other NBA legends in their first 100 games, and his numbers become even more staggering. 2,273 points, more than LeBron James, 2,181, and Kevin Durant, 2,060. 366 blocks, more than Dikembe Mutombo, 309, and Hakeem Olajuwon, 271. 225 threes, more than Steph Curry, 200, and Klay Thompson, 204. "I think he's going to get even better," said Jokić on Wemby after last night's game. "I think he's a special player, one of a kind. He's going to be remembered forever." Tonight, the two superstar centers will square off again as San Antonio hosts Denver in the second leg of a home-and-home, 8-ET, League Pass. While Wemby etched his name in history on the eve of his 21st birthday, 40-year-old LeBron James added another milestone to his legendary career. Lakers 119, Hawks 102. One night after dropping 38, LeBron went for 30, passing Michael Jordan for the most 30 pieces all-time, 563, while adding 8 dimes to lead the Lakers to their 4th win in 5 games. Recap: "This is something I can share with my kids," said Dorian Finney-Smith post-game on playing with LeBron after being traded to the Lakers on Sunday. "I get to see greatness and witness greatness and play alongside greatness." 3. Roundup: CJ's 50 ball, Celtics, Kings and Pistons keep rolling and more. Oh, and how about a 50-piece? Pelicans 132, Wizards 120. In a vintage performance, CJ McCollum went 18 of 27 from the floor and 10 of 16 from deep, tying his career high with 50 points in just 30 minutes and 41 seconds to lead the Pels past Jordan Poole, 26 points, and the Wizards. Recap: CJ Handshake Klay, the only players to drop 50 on 10 threes in less time played in NBA history? Klay Thompson. Teammate Love, Jose Alvarado took to X to congratulate McCollum on the performance. "Yeah, Grandpa. 50 ball. First I was UNC, now I'm Grandpa," joked McCollum. "I'll be Grandpa, although 33 is young in the real world." Celtics 109, Rockets 86. Derek White tallied 23 points on 6 threes, while Jason Tatum and Peyton Pritchard added 20 apiece to lead the C's to a near wire-to-wire dub over Jalen Green, 27, and the Rockets, marking Boston's 3rd win in a row. Recap: Kings 138, Grizzlies 133. In a shootout, Jalen Wells, 30 points, helped the Grizz overcome a 15-point deficit to take the lead in the 4th, but the Kings used a 20-10 run to regain control and hold on for their 3rd straight win under coach Doug Christie. Recap: Clutch takeover, Malik Monk, 31, DeMar DeRozan, 29, and Aaron Fox, 23, led Sacramento and scored all 36 of the Kings' 4th-quarter points. Pistons 98, Hornets 94. After trailing by 13 at the half, Detroit outscored Charlotte 32-17 in the 3rd quarter and held the Hornets to 12 points in the 4th, sealing its 5th win in 6 games. Tobias Harris led the way with 24 points and 10 boards. Recap: On the rise, the last time the Pistons went 5-1 in a 6-game stretch was in March 2019. Magic 106, Raptors 97. Rookie Tristan da Silva set a career high in points, 25, and threes, 5, as the Magic ran away from Jakob Poeltl, 25 points, and the Raptors, despite losing Jalen Suggs to back spasms. Recap: 4. New York connection, Knicks Bulls open NBA TV doubleheader. After seeing their 9-game win streak snapped, the Knicks will look to bounce back tonight as they face the Bulls in Chicago, 8 ET, to open Saturday's NBA TV doubleheader. Since December 1st, New York has gone 13-3, with Karl-Anthony Towns, the Kia East Player of the Month, averaging 23.3 points and 15.5 rebounds in that span with 13 double-doubles. In his debut season with New York, Towns is the first-ever Knick to total 800-plus points, for 50-plus rebounds and 70-plus threes in his first 33 games of a season. KAT's impact has not only been felt in the box score but has also unlocked new opportunities for his co-star Jalen Brunson, who leads the Knicks in both points, 25.1, and assists, 7.7, benefiting from the space Towns creates. Brunson inside. Despite being undersized at 6'2", Brunson thrives in the lane, ranking second in total drives to the basket this season. KAT outside. Meanwhile, KAT has stretched the floor for New York, shooting a career-high 44% from deep. The result? Brunson is getting better looks inside, improving his FG percent in the paint, 54.2%, and the restricted area, 64%, from last season. Brunson-KAT connection. Brunson is also averaging a career-high in assists, with 22.1% of his dimes going to Towns, 58, as of January 3rd. Ranked third in the NBA in off-RTG, 119.7, the Knicks will face another high-octane offense tonight in Chicago, which ranks 7th in points, 117.2, and tied for second in made threes, 16.4. Catch and cash. Chicago averages 38.8 ppg in catch-and-shoot situations on 35.3 attempts, both the highest marks in the NBA. Deadly from deep. On catch-and-shoot threes, the Bulls averaged 12.4 made triples on 33.4 attempts, also the highest marks in the league. Rematch. In the two sides' first meeting this season, KAT dropped 46 points, but Chicago edged out New York 124-123. D-Rose Night. The game also coincides with Derrick Rose Night, as the Bulls honor one of their most iconic players following his retirement from the NBA in September. In the second leg of Saturday's doubleheader, the Clippers will host Trae Young and the Hawks, 10:30 Eastern Time, which could mark the potential return of Kawhi Leonard, who was upgraded to questionable on Friday. A claw comeback? Leonard led the Clippers with 23.7 ppg last season but missed 12 of their final 14 games and hasn't played since April 26 due to a right knee injury. Norm's career year. In his absence, Norman Powell has stepped up, leading LA with a career-high 23.6 ppg, a 9.7 increase from his average last season, 13.9. Trae time. On the other side, Young leads the NBA with 393 assists, joining Steve Nash, James Harden, Rajon Rondo and Tyrese Halliburton as the only players with 375-plus dimes in the first 33 games of a season since 2000. 7 more games tip off on League Pass, capped by a big-time battle in the Bay as Steph Curry and the Warriors face the second-place Grizzlies, 8:30 Eastern Time. 5. NBA All-Star Voting. 4 games, 4 must-see winners, 1 historic night. 2025 is here, which means 2025 NBA All-Star Voting is heating up, as fans have until January 20th to vote for starters on the NBA app or NBA.com using an NBA ID. Make your voice heard. Fans hold 50% of the power in selecting All-Star starters, meaning your picks directly shape the game, with NBA players and a media panel each contributing 25%. On Thursday, the first fan returns were revealed, with the Nuggets' Nikola Jokić and Bucks' Giannis Antetokounmpo leading the Western and Eastern Conferences, respectively. What else stood out from the first fan reveal? Position group leaders, joining Jokić, West Frontcourt, and Giannis, East Frontcourt, as the top vote-getters for their respective position groups were Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, West Guard, and LaMelo Ball, East Guard. Potential West first-timers. On the initial fan returns were 4 West players seeking their first All-Star appearance in Victor Wembanyama, SAS, Alperen Sengun, HOU, Jalen Williams, OKC, and Norman Powell, LAC. Potential East first-timers. In the East returns, there were 6 players aiming for their first All-Star selection, Franz Wagner, ORL, Evan Mobley, CLE, Cade Cunningham, DET, Jordan Poole, WAS, Tyler Harrow, MIA, and Derek White, BOS. All-timers. 4 players with 10-plus All-Star selections made the initial fan returns: LeBron James, seeking a record-extending 21st selection, Kevin Durant, 14, Steph Curry, 10, and James Harden, 10. Team leaders: the defending champion Celtics, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown and White, and the 76ers, Joel Embiid, Paul George and Tyrese Maxey, each have 3 players represented, leading all teams. But the race is far from over. NBA ID members can submit 1 full ballot each day. Plus, 3 more 3-4-1 days are still to come, where your vote will count 3 times. Tap here to cast your vote today and help shape the 2025 NBA All-Star Game.